right, here we go, people. I am back, hopefully, and I think I'm going to have to do what I just did in 2 parts, which I didn't want to do. But as I was telling you guys, the struggle to get this crap done, by that I mean, I'm trying to get my lighting together here, everybody. When I say that, what I'm saying is that to try and get all this editing done appropriately, also the whole video and experience has just been so difficult. Now, mind you, last week I set up me a schedule as to how I was going to do things, and I have one video recorded on the camera, right? I had videos recorded on my phone, both phones, and I have 2 apparatuses, one laptop, one Chromebook, because it's kind of difficult to edit these videos when you're using your telephone. It's not that hard, but I would prefer to see what I'm doing and move the mouse and click and get it done rather quickly than take it all day. Not to be the case. Okay, first of all, the camera that I bought was not an expensive camera. However, I figured that it would be better. However, the camera saves the files in a format that operates on a Windows platform. No problem, you say. Well, one would think. However, I do have a laptop. Just bought it some months ago. It's been a minute. However, it is on a Windows platform. What had happened was is that I knocked over my Echo onto the laptop because it was sitting by the side of my bed. And then I go, oh shoot, let me move it, and before something happens after I knock this over, right? So I don't know, it might have been a month later. I go to pick the thing up to use it for something, and apparently it messed up the screen. So now the screen is not working back right. So I have to take that laptop to the Break It, We Fix It store to see if that can be replaced. However, I need to look to see if I bought the warranty, but I don't think that I did because I did not plan on letting Noelle see it. So I figured that it would last, number one. And number two, it was only a few $100s. And I'm like, by the time I get something that's only a few $100s fixed, I could have bought a new one, but since I haven't used it, like it has nothing stored in the memory, I need to go ahead and get that fixed. I hope I got the warranty. You know, generally I will, so I'm hoping I did. I just need to go and look. In the meantime, knowing that Noelle was going to go to school from here and that she would primarily be using a Chromebook, and I know that Chromebook uses those shortcuts. It doesn't have all the keys that a full laptop would. So it uses different shortcuts and keys for the various commands, such as capitalizing. Okay. So I just said, well, let me just grab a Chromebook. And I found one. I don't know if it was Prime Day or not, but it was only a couple $100. So I bought it. Not really realizing that the operating system was different. Like I should have known that, and I think I did in my head know that, but I bought it anyway. The editing software that I use, is, I guess, web or application based. So I figured, okay, well, I bought the subscription to it. I have it on my iPhone. I have it on my Android phone. And I can just save it to my Android phone, transfer it as a data transfer to the Chromebook, and then use the editing software on the Chromebook because I got a mouse and I can move and I can see. Nope, did not happen. For whatever reason, cannot. So then I tried saving the file as the extension of that particular application. Still won't let me open it. Okay. moving to the camera. So I tried that with the camera. Of course, I get the error message that it's not open. You're not able to open it with the extension. All right, that sucks, right? So I finally said, well, you know what? I can use the editing software's camera to actually do the video. Since it's within that application, I could just transfer it over to the Chromebook and then upload and do what I have to do. And it's uploaded, it's saved. For whatever reason, I cannot open the file. So, of course, I was ticked off, which then put me off on doing it in the first place. And so, yeah, that part. So, I have a couple videos on the various platforms. What did I have to do? Go back to the first thing that I'm doing. I am recording on my phone, which means that I now have I have a data transfer thing that holds my SD card. So once I finish recording on the phone, I'll save it to that flash drive adapter thing. And then from that, I could take the SD card out because I broke the USB port on that little apparatus and I had to order another one of those. Anyway, but I could take the SD card out, put it into the Chromebook, and hopefully see what happens with this video so that you guys can get something in a timely fashion. That being said, this whole struggle is real. Now, the editing part is fine. Usually what takes me 30 minutes to do, Noelle can do in 5. So for things like thumbnails and whatnot, she'll get it going for me. It's just that, like her grandmother, she's blind, and it's much faster and easier to do it clicking with the mouse. But I think that problem will be eliminated once I get the laptop, not the Chromebook, but the laptop fixed. So I'm going to take the laptop on Saturday, I believe, to that particular shop, if not tomorrow, to see if I can get that thing fixed and we are able to use it. What else has been going on? Hot. Okay, so, you know, I'm postmenopausal, hot flashes over, right? It's hot as heck and humid the other day. The air conditioner upstairs is not working, or doesn't feel like it's working to me. And because of the location of my room, the sun hits it during the hot periods of the day. So, you know, I got to keep it cool up here. So it really stays hot. So I figure, all right, well, maybe because I don't have the air conditioner on, we have 2 units. So I don't have the one downstairs on because nobody's downstairs. The heat is rising, so it's not working so great. So I cut the air conditioner on downstairs and I come upstairs and it's still struggling. Like I could feel air, but it's not cool. So now I'm irritated. All right. Not a problem. Have the service package that you get for your appliances through our utility company, which is Nicor. Call Nicor. They send out the dummy. I'm just going to refer to him as the dummy. I should probably maybe lazy ass. I don't know if he's dumb or just a lazy ass. But in any event, they send him out before I could get sentence number 1 out. He says that if I have 2 units, then if the filter needs to be changed on the furnace, he can't do it. It'll have to be a morning appointment. So I look over at the clock. It's 11:48. Well, if you get your answer and do it before in the next 10 minutes, you on a morning call. But first of all, that's not what I called you about. The complaint was that I thought the thing needed some Freon. So nobody asked you to. The filter was just changed about 2 weeks ago. Nobody asked you to climb your ASS up there. And you didn't even ask me what the complaint was. So I tell him what the complaint was. What does he do? Oh, well, what's the easiest way to get? So I take him through our sunroom to get to go look at the air conditioning units, right? So he's out there for a minute. He goes to the front door. He rings the bell. I go to the door. He tells me, you're right. It needs some coolant, but I don't have any. We usually carry them on our truck. I just don't have any. I'm going to put in an order for somebody to come out on either tomorrow or Friday to put some coolant in the air conditioning unit. I'm like, you know what? First of all, if you are here for heating and air conditioning, would you not bring every supply that you need that could be a quick fix and potential issue with an air conditioning unit? Either the main thing, the furnace, which the air conditioner actually routes itself through because it uses the same vents. Either you're going to bring a filter, common, or you're going to bring some Freon or coolant, as he says. I'm not sure if they still use Freon. So I said, well, wait a minute. I said, don't you stock your truck before you start your day? Well, yeah, usually everybody carries them. I'm just out. It's noon. You did not go to 20 houses today or whatever your quota today. I'm not the last man on your stop. So how could you be out? I'm not getting it. So anyway, I'm like, okay, whatever. I tell Noel, this guy is uselessjunk.com, right? And I go walk away. The doorbell rings. It's him. He goes, excuse me, did you have 2 units? That pregnant pause was overdue. Like the baby should have been born like 4 months before, because that pregnant pause and that are you on dope or dog food look I had to give him was everything. I said, excuse me. He's like, yeah, do you have 2 units? I said, you just got through looking outside. If you saw 1 unit, you saw 2 because they next to each other. What in the hell were you looking at? How do you know which one needs cooling and which one doesn't? What do you mean, do I have 2 units? At that point, I was like, and I was like, so yeah, it's 2. He was like, well, was I supposed to look at them? Well, I didn't tell you which unit went to where. I don't even know which unit goes to where. So how did you determine which one you were looking at? How one needs coolant or anything? Like, what did you even do? That meant he did nothing, right? So then he goes, well, was I supposed to fix both of them or look at both of them? I said, you're supposed to do whatever your work order tells you to do. Yeah, but if it's on your work order, then you do. I said, you know what, sir, you have a nice day. I'm going to call your company back and get somebody else out here because I cannot. I just cannot. First of all, it's hot in here because, well, we were downstairs, but it was okay. But it's hot upstairs where I am based doing my projects and crafting and what have you. So I don't have time for the stupidity. Like, what in the hell? So anyway, after saying, please do not send that person here anymore, somebody is coming out Friday. Now, it's blowing cool air at this point, but it's cooler outside. The other day when it was hot and humid as all HELL, it was not doing anything, which was irritating. And I'm sitting here feeling air blowing on me, but no coolness, and I'm sweating sitting under the vent. It was just ridiculous. Rant number 1. Rant number 2. Rant number 2 is that Noel is going to school from our house. Okay, when is the last time I had a child in school? Forever. Okay, let's just say that. All right. So none of my children went to the school district that we live in. So I don't even know what school district it is. Okay. So I look it up. The first thing that comes up is a particular district. And so I'm like, oh, so that's the district for this suburb. So I continue to call. Her mom calls. We're calling for 2 weeks and nobody at the administrative office is answering the phone. I know you're on spring break, but I also know the school starts in August, so your ass should be there. Finally, that one district, we called to find out that it was the wrong district. They give us the information for the correct district. So that's another week's worth of calling before anybody answers to say that you have to call the particular school. Look, if I don't know what district, or that is 2 districts in the suburbs, and I don't care how long I've been living out here, I don't have children for that long who were in the school district, how in the heck would I know? So it's 4 schools. How the hell I know which one she's supposed to go to? So they give us a number. So now it's Wednesday, I believe, that finally someone at the school answers to say that they are in training all week, that she will make every effort to call back for the messages on the voicemail to give us the best method for getting her into school. I'm like, what? I said, I'm not trying to dump on you at all. I understand. I'm a nurse. You're a teacher. I get it. But what I am going to say is, y'all need to get it together. You first need to say that there are 2 districts and here's a map. And if you live within this address, this is what needs to happen. You need to further say if you're in this zone and you're in this, let's say District 1 versus District 2. So you're in District 1 and your address border is within these borders, then you go to this school or you go to that school. And then, look, everything would have been done. That didn't happen. I mean, I don't know what to say about it. I asked her about, bringing the mortgage and everything that needs to verify residency, and so her mom could get her in school, whatever. Well, this week is not a good week because we're in training. Okay, well, school starts Monday. Is Monday a good week? No, because that's the first day of school. Okay.